If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change. Madam Moderator and my fellow Gaveliers, I think we can all agree that the king of pop sang those lines much better. Ever since I've heard those lines, they've resonated and captivated me. Now, granted, this song did get lost in my playlist for quite a while, and it only resurfaced recently because of a Japanese anime that I watched, The Wind Rises. Now, what does an anime have anything to do with this world famous pop song? But for that, let me take you on a journey through the life of Jiro Hirokoshi, the main protagonist of the story. Ever since he was a small child, Jiro had fascinated and fantasized about creating and designing beautiful airplanes. Even in his dreams, he would see that he was bringing happiness to the hearts of people and putting a smile on their face by his ingenious designs. He wanted to make this dream a reality and to make the world a better place for everyone. So, Jiro became an aspiring aircraft designer and was hired by one of Japan's leading aircraft manufacturers, Mitsubishi. Now, Jiro's designs, they failed initially, but he did not give up. He wore a smile on his face and he kept chasing that dream. On his way, he managed to find the love of his life, who unfortunately was suffering from pneumonia. Now, there was this really powerful scene in this movie where Jiro would come home late from work and he would hold the hand of his wife, who was living through her last days in one. And with his other hand, he started drawing airplane designs. On the day that Jiro unveiled his masterpiece design, his wife unfortunately passes away. Now, what I failed to mention to you is that this movie is actually a biopic, and the movie takes place during World War II Japan. Although Jiro had hoped and dreamed that his designs would bring happiness and joy to the hearts of people, they ended up being the terrors of war that took thousands of lives. Not once does Jiro stop to reflect on his own life. Instead, he blindly kept chasing after his dreams and was blinded to the reality in front of him. If only he had opened his eyes and started with the man in the mirror, he would have asked him to change his ways, because no message would have been any clearer that if he wanted to make the world a better place, he would have to start with himself and make that change. Now, Jiro's life made me think of my own. When was the first time that I spoke to the man in the mirror? I think I was just 11 years old. Now, you all know me as a shy and a quiet person. So you will be quite surprised to hear that I was a very mischievous child. So back in my 6th grade, the school I was at was still under construction. And there was this patch of forest which was out of bound for students. But for me and my adventurous friends, this little forest area became our fortress. We would sneak off to our hideout whenever we could. And yeah, we were skipping some classes too. However, our reign was cut short, as one day when we were sneaking off during the first period, we got caught by the headmistress. She brought us to her office, called up our parents, and it was my mother who showed up. The headmistress gave us an earful, and when I got home, my mother gave me an earful, as I swore that I will stay out of trouble. Yeah, well, not a week passed, I was in trouble yet again. I got into a fight with another boy. The headmistress brought us to her office, called up our parents, and it was my mother who showed up. The headmistress gave us an earful, but this time I was ready for another earful when I got home. But silence. I looked up and I saw tears rolling down my mother's face. I'm pretty sure that you've heard that a mother can cry three types of tears: tears of joy, tears of sorrow, and tears of shame. And I think I don't need to tell you which type of tears they were that day. She did not say a word, and she did not have to, because her face said it all. Shame, disappointment. That day, I spoke to the man in the mirror for the first time. And I told him to change his ways, because no message could have been any more clearer than the tears of my mouth. That if I wanted to make the world of my loved ones a better place, I have to look at myself and make that change. Believe me, I know how busy our everyday lives could be. Work, assignments, lectures, staring at a screen all day. Either we are chasing down our dreams, our goals, or just fooling around without a care in the world. Now, either of these things, they are fine. But every once in a while, stop stop to reflect on your own life, to see the world around you and the people in it. And remember to talk to the man in the mirror, to see all the routes that you have taken in life. And I hope that you will not have to tell him to look at yourself and to make that change. Over to you.